God. God, these glasses look so fucking stupid on me. Everyone, Ryuuta, Captain of the Alien Slayers. We're no need to pray. We're here to slay and bring about a brighter day. We're not really here to slay, honestly. We're here. Okay, for anyone, I don't think there's anyone in chat right now, but I should probably, I'll put a warning for anyone that's probably like watching a VOD. I'm just gonna put a warning out here right now. This may be like the most boring stream imaginable for you because ain't no gaming happening, and yeah, I'm not. It's like I'm not trying to whatchamacallit, bash my head against my canvas and produce art today. That's actually tomorrow. That's actually going to be tomorrow. Today we're doing something different because I think it was like a couple months ago. Here's a little preface for this too. So a couple months ago, Unity decided, like, hey, you know it'd be funny if we just started charging developers for every single time someone downloads and installs a game on Unity. We just charge the devs, like, just straight up. And if they ask how we're gonna track it, we just tell them, just trust us, bro. Yeah, that was a great play. Let's see how it worked out for them, Scott. Oh, wait, what's that? They're running to our competitors? Oh no, we gotta reverse it. We gotta kind of like step back. Who's in charge? Oh fuck, why didn't we hire the guy from EA? He's pretty terrible. No. And then like a bunch of game engines start immediately dabbing all over Unity, while developers who were either using Unity or donated to Unity at that time were dunking all over them. And then it's kind of funny how, or really interesting how, when all of this is going down, Humble Bundle is doing like a software, bundle, and what do you know? They put in the the free open source GODOT engine learning material in that bundle. Huh? Kind of interesting. Like it's like, or at least coincidental, how that they have that bundle ready to go right as Unity shotguns themselves in the fucking foot. And man, the amount of damage that Unity did to itself cannot be understated, because Jesus Christ, how do you break everyone's trust all at once? Because trust, that's not an easy thing to gain, but it is an easy thing to break, and to repair that shit, that is good luck on that front, because everyone now knows you could do that again. So people that are on Unity, they're probably like, okay, they reversed it. I'm gonna finish my project on Unity and then use another engine, because shoot, it's like Unreal Engine. It's like that shit is. I don't know if you guys been seeing like a real engine. Like you could cook up a AAA looking trailer in that shit, even though your game will look absolutely nothing like that, but you will get eyes on your project nonetheless. I don't know how long that's gonna work for, because people will probably start catching on. But let's just say that is like Unreal won't pull some bullshit later on down the line. You know, it's like developers were able to, well, used to create like their own engines, engines in-house for their own games. Well, they kind of still do, but it's a lot more rare. And I get that too, because like it's a lot easier just to kind of like, fire up the Unreal Engine or Unity engine, because like all the stuff's already there. You just gotta kind of like populate it and whatnot. But there's also other engines too. Maybe not always as good, but hey, they are available to us. One of which is GODOT. Now, my friend, Arata, if you guys weren't here from my when I was streaming Sonic Frontier, me and Arata were discussing this. We were talking about how like GODOT, even though it's an interesting game engine, for open source and everything, it is still not quite to the developmental level as like the other engines. It's still got ways to go, but hey, you know what? Either way, we have the material to learn how this engine works, and by God, we're gonna make fucking use of it. And why the hell am I streaming it? Is because, well, to make a long story short, there probably wouldn't be any other. It's like I'm pretty sure I have to force myself to learn this in order for me to. I feel like actually streaming it will allow me to force myself to do it, just like how it forces me to do my drawing streams. It's like it's like the results kind of speak for themselves, even though I get like distraught at like I get distraught at what was it, when I start out my drawings and they look like dog shit, but then eventually I just have to keep powering through. Normally if I do that off stream, I'd probably just stop and then just like leave, but yeah, if I'm on stream, then I have to, like, I am forced to put that pen to the fucking tablet. So, I figured, why not try that with learning this stuff? Now, here's the thing. There is probably not going to be any VOD of this because, here's the thing. You have to pay for this shit. In fact, I'm probably going to have to minimize this entire... I'm going to probably have to minimize this entire thing and probably put, like, I don't know, like, some, it's like put some wigglies up here, put some spinnies over here. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a spinny now. all thanks to Free of Me. I gave him I think I gave him a shout out. Like, did I give him a shout out? I don't think I did. I don't know. I'll have to give him a shout out one of these days, or at least another time when I'm actually doing something worthwhile. Maybe my next art stream. Okay, if anyone's in chat, remind me to shout out Free of Me on my next art stream. Yeah. But yeah. So we're gonna be learning. So I'm gonna be doing this course. Now this course is about like 2.5 hours, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is probably gonna be like the most boring stream imaginable. But I am gonna try to attempt to learn this thing. So let's take a look, see what we're working with. Frameworks and tools, Godot 4, of course. Recommended requirements. No previous experience with Godot and GD script is required. Okay, good. So we can go in there like brand new as a fucking brand new baby. It's like baby ass knowledge of the whole thing. That's always good because like when it comes to engines, it's always intimidating. So let's see. Get started. Godot 4 engine. Godot is free, popular. I don't know how well it's getting there. Open source engine made to create both 2D and 3D games, featuring easy to understand node-based system and Python-like scripting language, GD script. Godot makes it super fast to build your projects. Okay, good. It is total beginner's course. You'll explore the engine itself and the GD script fundamentals that will set you on the path to development success. Jump in and gain skills with all the tools you'll need to start building RPGs, survival games, platformers, and more. Okay, and then this course that I'm looking at, so we're going to be learning how to navigate the engine, use nodes and scenes, work in 3D and 2D, manipulate lighting, script with GD script, and add basic interactivity and more. Okay, and good to know. But yeah, let me also add some. I'm gonna add like a couple wigglies up here just because, like I said, I don't know. Probably not a good idea for me to stream this, but yeah, if I got some wigglies kind of covering up everything, and it might help. It might actually help. Oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't expect me to pause and take a lot of notes because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Like, I know it's shocking, isn't it? It is truly shocking. But what the heck? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Paste as a reference, and then I can bring this over. Good. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna keep like the wigglies. I'm just gonna keep duplicating them. Just put them on my screen right here. So that way, if Twitch is like wondering what the fuck I'm doing, we'll just say like we're admiring wigglies and squigglies right now. Well, like I said, you actually have to pay for this. You have to pay for this. So for anyone that's actually watching, you guys are actually basically getting what I essentially paid for. And yeah, that's the reason why this shit is not gonna be this shit is not gonna be whatchamacallit available after stream as a VOD. Cause it's like, I know I've been living life on the edge, but when it comes to money, they do not fuck around with money. Unfortunately, it is the harsh truth of it. Yeah, but look at the spinny. Look how cool he is. Look how cool that guy is. It's like I finally have a spinny on myself. But yeah, just remind me to shout out Free Me in my next stream. I don't want to do it in this stream because ain't no one gonna see that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not even gonna look at the. I'm not looking at the. Whatchamacallit? The what was it called again? Oh yeah, the Twitter view counter, because this is specifically for me to, you know, learn this thing so I can one day make a game, because it's like playing Simran Kagura is like it brought back those memories of when I first got into the series. And I want to talk to you guys about something. Like me, Ryuuta, and a couple other guys, we were originally we were putting together a team to try to make our own game. Unfortunately, life kept happening over and over again, and we had to get shit straightened up, like work wise and time wise. Yeah, for me, I was mostly set up, so I was able to like kind of get my shit done. Arata, he kind of like, his job was really on contract, and which made things really tough for him to like take time out, and then along with streaming. And then the other guy, he was in between jobs. Actually, I don't know if he's still in between jobs. I think he got work last I checked on him. I need to check on him. But yeah, life kept getting in the way over and 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 over again. And I don't know if you guys remember from a previous drawing stream where I showed off a bit of design notes of Simran Kagura-like game that we wanted to make, and I was showing off 2 character designs. I actually redrew one of the characters from it to make her design more in line with the type of direction that we wanted to go in. But it has been, goddamn, it's been months since then. Not to mention, I think it was also due to me just busting my balls on the live 2D artwork and rigging and everything, all the stuff for my channel debut. It was like it took a lot out of me, but that's already done. We're getting back into art. It's like we got both Sume and Phantom as 3D models, even though I just kind of edited the textures, but hey, still usable nonetheless. Like, I'm getting familiar with Blender. Oh, and I have done is like I've been working with an indie game group on stuff in Blend. At least helping with developing the game, mainly the animations of certain characters. So it's like my hands haven't been fully clasped, but at the same time, we want to be able to make our dreams come true. So this is what we're going to start with today. And like I said, if this stream's just boring to you guys, don't feel like you need to stay, or you can just put it on in the background while I'm sitting around like taking notes. I'm gonna throw on some Sonic lo-fi music, cause you know me, I always do it. Yeah, and I forgot, like there's like a lot of lo-fi music from Sonic Frontiers. And it's like shit run for 11 hours. Yeah, probably like maybe right about there is good. I probably can't hear it too well. I'll turn it up a little bit. This is gonna be really subtle up in there. Just something for you guys to listen to while I'm Alright, let's actually start this thing. And I'm pretty sure I have to like install an engine, and I probably have to install Visual Studio. By the way, if I install Visual Studio and I have to like restart my computer, yeah, it do be like that. I'll just restart the stream in that case. All right, let's start. All right, welcome to the course. Thank you for joining the course. Before we begin, there are basic requirements for this course. Honestly, I probably should have kept my light on. Actually, you know what? Let me turn it on. prior knowledge. Okay, yeah, we already knew that. Programs and setup. Students can follow along using Godot. Students should install Godot 4.0 for optimal compatibility for our course. Installation Godot is covered in this course. Okay, alright, so we'll figure out how to install it as well. For more advanced content, it's like if you find that this course isn't advanced enough for you, you can skip ahead and check out these courses. I'm like, dude, we are bitch ass babies. I barely know what I'm doing in Unity of all things. So let's just keep going. Let's see, comprehensive pathways. This course can be completed as a standalone module or as part of a curriculum, which helps to guide learning path to help you achieve your goals. Okay. All right. We got this lesson 1 out of 47. We got some time to go. And if you guys want to talk or ask me anything during this, yeah, feel free to do so.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the course.
Alright.
My name is Daniel Buckley, and I'll be your instructor. In this course, we are going to be learning the Godot game engine. Okay, Godot is a game engine that is rising rapidly in popularity, as it is a very versatile platform in order to build 2D, 3D games. Pretty much whatever sort of game you want to create, you can do that with Godot. And throughout this course, we are going to be learning from the ground up how to go from having no knowledge.
Okay, this guy better be right with any kind of game, because there's a specific kind of game I want to make. So it's like it better also encapsulate that. But then again, you could probably make anything out of any game engine, really.
Whatsoever to creating your first ever game. Now, Godot is a free to use and open source engine which has been around for quite a while now. And as the years go on, they are adding ever more features. So this engine is consistently getting upgraded and worked upon, which is very exciting, as if you are someone that is looking to get into game development, then Godot is a very highly recommended engine to begin with, as it is quite user-friendly, it is very lightweight, and it also has its own included code editor, so you don't have to download any other external programs. Everything's self-contained in the engine, so you can get started right away. Now, in this
hold on. That's like, I'm about to replay that section because like my brain kind of went off somewhere for a second. Because I'm still kind of worried that this stream is gonna get duped by something. Like I said, this is like paid stuff. Actually, to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're working with, what I'm kind of like streaming right here. This shit is like 700. Like the whole course though costs like $700 freaking dollars. $700. And I got it for a fraction of the price because of the humble bundle thing. Let me see. I want to get a. Actually, I want to see if there's like a asset. I want to kind of like see if there's like a notepad asset. That'd be cool. Yeah, it's just like how I got these swirly glasses on. I was like, why the hell is a Ouya board in here? I was like, oh yeah, right, I remember. Okay, I do not see a notepad up in here, so let me grab something really quick. Yeah, fucking, I don't need it. It's like, yeah, it's not gonna look any better if like no matter how I put it.
As it is quite user-friendly, it is very lightweight, and it also has its own included code editor, so you don't have to download any other external programs. Everything's self-contained in the engine, so you can get started right away. Now, in this course, we are going to cover a wide range of different topics, but the main 4 we are going to be looking at is, first of all, learning the Godot editor. Okay, we're going to install Godot.
Okay, let me write this down just so I can keep track of it. Cause I bought a notebook just so specifically for this, just like how I did it for Blender. That's it. I probably should use that other notebook of mine a lot more.
and then we are going to have a look at the editor itself. This is the piece of software that we are going to be spending all of our time in, creating our game, writing our code, dragging around our nodes and scenes, modifying all of those. So we're going to get an understanding of how each of these different windows work and how they are used in order to create a game. Then we are going to learn the fundamentals as well as 2D.
Okay, we get to start out with the best. It's like with the best because 2D is better than 3D. But okay. You know, back in school, I learned how to, or at least I took a class in programming, and there was an assignment where we also had to learn how to use Game Maker Studio, which was like a big, I don't know if you guys know about that engine, but it's still around. And that was like a popular one for 2D style games. Hell, actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with Undertale. Undertale was actually made in Game Maker, so you think like you'll only be able to like make, you know, small projects that won't really take hours, like kind of like one of those babies, like, you know, college programs. Remember, one of the most popular games in the past decade was made in Game Maker, so you never know what's gonna take off. Hell, one of the most popular games of this decade is made in fucking Flash. I'm talking about Among Us, though I think they probably ported that to another engine.
So we're going to be learning about nodes, scenes, tools, the idea of parenting, and how to use cameras. Then once we understand the fundamentals and we know how to work with them inside of 2D, we're going to jump over to a 3D environment and look at how we can basically create our games inside of a 3D world.
Okay, yeah, and there's the thing I really want to try to learn. But yeah, if I can also learn how to do it in 2D as well, that'll also be really good. Cause shoot, there's a lot of stuff you can do in 2D. I don't know if I do wonder how the systems they have to like make RPGs in Godot, how those work.
So we're going to be looking at 3D models, we're going to be looking at applying materials to those models, as well as lighting, okay? All the fundamentals you need for creating 3D games. And then we are going to jump into scripting. Now this is going to...
Okay, now here's one of my weak points, at least from the programming class I took back in school. Learning how to script, because goddamn, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, or at least I couldn't understand a lot of the stuff that the teacher was talking about. I don't know if it was because my brain couldn't keep a grasp of what he was talking about, or the fact that I think I took it when I came back from Japan. Oh, wait, maybe that was the semester before I went to Japan, actually. Because I did go to Japan for at least a year. But, when did I take this class, actually? Yeah, I can't remember when. Hey there, Billy the Bucket. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, glad you can make it. You're busy being EP? Oh, that's fine. Hey, and you know what? You came just in time for the best sleeping game imaginable. It's like we're watching instructional videos on how a game engine works. So you're gonna fall. If you're having trouble sleeping, you're gonna fall right asleep during this stream. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday evening, or yeah, most likely your Tuesday evening if you're sleepy. Unless it's Wednesday morning wherever you're at. But yeah, we're just kind of getting started. He's gonna learn how to game. You know it. I'm gonna make like the greatest yaoi game imaginable. Honestly, I don't even know. It's like what that even look like? Like what if someone makes like a yaoi version of like a Simran Kagura style game, which I'm like, you know what, if that's the kind of game you want to make, just you go for it. I want to make something closer to Simran Kagura, so you know, big bouncing boobies, and some good action, good story, all that good stuff. And we gotta start from somewhere. But yeah, I was also talking about like some of my experiences back in school. So it's the sound of my softer style of speaking helps lull you all to a deep slumber. Then, you know, go ahead, put this on in the background, then shut your eyes.
Going to take up the second half of the course, and this is going to be learning the GD script language. Now,
this is probably that part is gonna take up the majority of my notepad, I can tell.
If you do have any programming knowledge, then just know that GD script is very similar to Python, yet you require absolutely nothing to begin with this course. Okay, we are going to start from the ground up, from the very, very basics of scripting, so that even if you're a complete beginner, by the end of the course, you'll at least have some understanding of how to create a game with code. And then finally, we are going to start making some games by creating a coin collector minigame.
Alright, makes sense, Yeah, gotta start from somewhere. You gotta, like, before you can make GTA, you gotta learn how to make Pong. Speaking of, everyone's going nuts over the GTA 6 trailer. Me, I'm just like, meh. Because, I mean, like, the last GTA game I actually enjoyed was San Andreas. I really didn't like 4. 4's driving was garbage. And 5 was alright for a while until I got bored of it. I mean, I blame GTA Online. GTA Online was kind of... just to give you an idea, I played GTA 5 when it was on the PlayStation 3 on launch day. Launch day. That's how... yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen GTA Online during those days, but it was fucking rough. It was really rough. Not to mention, I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Sleeping Dogs, but that is like, of all the GTA clones, that one's like probably one of the better ones.
Which is basically going to have you, a player, moving around, collecting coins and increasing your size. So this little minigame is going to basically put all the knowledge that we have acquired throughout the course to use. Zenva is an online learning academy with over 1 million students. We feature a wide range of courses, for people who are just starting out, or for people who just want to learn something new. The courses are also very versatile, allowing you to learn in really whatever way you want. You can choose to view the online video tutorials, read the included lesson summaries, or follow along with the instructor with the included course files. Alright, now let's get started with the first lesson.
That's one thing I like. It's like you got multiple ways.
Welcome everyone. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at install.
Yeah, this is one thing. That's one of the things I like, where it has multiple ways for you to learn it, because it always feels like whenever it feels like you get trapped when you feel like there's only one way to learn a thing, but there's actually multiple ways. All right.
Installing the Godot game engine. So here I am on GodotEngine.org. This is Godot's website and is where you want to go if you want to download the engine. So here I am on the homepage, and all I'm going to do is go down to where we have this download latest button right here, okay? Because we want the latest version of Godot, which comes with all of the cool new features and bug fixes, okay? So we do want to be up to date with that. So I'm going to click on download latest right here, and that is going to take us over to our downloads page. And as you can see here, it says download Godot for Windows. Now I am using Windows, but if you are using Mac or Linux, it should say Mac or Linux right here. Then what we can do is click on the blue Godot engine button right here, and that should begin the download of the files. Now, the good thing about Godot is that it is a very lightweight engine. Compared to many of the others out there on the market, Godot is only really around 50 to 100 megabytes in size. So as you can see, my download is pretty much complete right now, and it is very portable as well.
It's like, this is so gay. Man, fuck you. You're always coming here saying like everything is gay. By the way, welcome to the stream, Cosmic Blast. I'm glad you can make it, but I will tell, it's like, it may not be gay, but I'm going to tell you right now, this stream's probably going to be really, really boring. So if this is not, it's like, if this is not your thing, then yeah, you don't need to stick around. I could go get this. No, don't. You don't need to get. She's gonna be even more bored. It's like she's gonna get even more bored. So yeah. Nah. You don't need to do that. But you can tell her I said hi. Yeah, but she will bring chaos. No, honestly, as much as I appreciate the chaos, I'm actually legitimately trying to learn this. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh man, I know how that is. Hopefully she can find them. But yeah, it's like as much as I like to create chaos, I actually am trying to buckle down to actually learn this thing. But yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna, but yeah, if you want to put this on the background, feel free to do so. If not, then yeah, let's be fine. I'll be back again tomorrow with some art.
Well, okay, you don't have to download and install a bunch of files into your hard drive and all of that. Rather, it is just one simple executable that you can click and drag to anywhere on your computer. If you want to store it on a USB and launch Godot from there, you can easily do that. So now that the file has finished downloading, we can click on it and open it up. Now, this opens up in a zip file, and basically what we have here are two different executables. We have the main engine right here, which is around 100 megabytes in size, and the console. Now, with Godot, we don't really need to worry about the console right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click and drag on the main executable right here, and drag it out to extract it. Now, I recommend storing this somewhere such as your documents, and you can of course then create a shortcut to open it up, or you can just open up the executable by double clicking on it, which we can do right now. So if I double click on this executable, it is going to open up the Godot project manager right here. And if you get a pop—
Okay, this looks familiar because yeah, whenever you have to open up a Unity project, I mean, whenever you open up Unity, try to open up your Unity project, you have to open up Unity Hub first, and it does the same thing too. So I'm guessing this is like similar for every single game engine that's out there. You just have like a project manager, and it brings up this thing. All right. First though, we gotta actually catch up a little bit. What was it? Oh, let me hide this for a second. Okay, I can see. I see. I can see that you. And hi to you, Dusty. Hi to you too. I finally completed my mission, and never mind. What the hell kind of mission you have? Also, gonna take more than throwing. It's gonna take more than throwing like a billion elephants at me before I'm taken down. Well, yeah. I hope you're doing. It's like nothing. Yeah, that better be nothing. Cat. Let me get back to this. Let me hide my window for a second. But yeah, I hope you're doing well on this Tuesday evening. By the way, like I told your friend Cosmic, yeah, this is gonna be a pretty boring stream unless you are into game development or learning engines. It's like you still hack my dad. Oh my god. Yeah, I do have that energy. I do indeed have that energy. That's why I got the dad energy, Phantom has the boy energy, and Sume is the girl. Oh damn, this thing's on 4.2. Alright, hopefully that doesn't make things hard, but I doubt it. Let's see. Yeah, and I'll slip that thing in there. It's like Phantom Hot. Well, here's the thing. So Zorlo, since you threw out, let me see, how many points did you just piss away right here? You piss away like, let's see, you piss away like 1,400 points. If you go to my channel points and scroll down, you'll notice that there's a couple new options right there. You know, one of which was the summon Phantom, but I guess you blew all your money away. Yeah. Is like so sad. It was like there was like 500 points. And it's like you blew it all away. So yeah, now you're stuck with me. All right. Okay, so I got the thing. It's like I got the thing. So I went and got the thing. Like, should I? I mean, it's up to you, really. It's like she just really wants Phantom to come out. All right, let me Also, it's like I kind of figured out how to change his hairstyle just a little bit, so maybe one more is like one of these days I can add that. He gets more girls than he does. Man, fuck you. I was like, fuck you too. I was like, fight me. I was like, nah, I'm not. It was like, I'm not gonna get super butthurt over something like that. All right. Not to mention, I still got stuff to do. There we go. Window capture. All right, and there we go. And here's the engine that. Oh, there it is. All right. I was waiting to see who was going to be the person to summon him. All right. Ugh. All right. I need to get some rest anyway. My head is literally still ringing after that onslaught earlier. All right. All right, Phantom, you come here and take care of things. All right. I'm gonna go lie down. Oh, right. Yeah, completely forgot I gotta get him off of this hard drive. Okay, coming in. Where's everything? Oh, here we go. Huh? Wait, where am I? Ah! There I am. Hey guys, Phantom here. Oh wait, right. Burial Ryuuta, captain of the Oni Slayers. No need to wait. We're not really slaying anything today, are we? Ah, hey Zorla, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Yeah, how you been? Hope you've been well. Yeah, cause it's been a very long time. I missed you. Ah, yeah, I missed you too. Like I said, it's been such a long time. Oh yeah, let me I'll make myself bigger. There we go. But yeah, someone finally redeemed it. It's like redeemed the toggle. Yeah, I was actually wondering if anyone was actually ever gonna do that. Slay that program for Daddy Ryuuta. Oh yeah, I will. Though. What is? Ah, God, that was my fault. I accidentally hit myself. But I was actually wondering, like, you know what? After that, I think I know why. Ryuuta, it was like tagged me in, and then just fell onto the ground, and he had like a bunch of lumps on his head. All right. Well, yeah, it's like, well, we're here to learn stuff, so let's get on to it. All right, where did he leave off on? Oh yeah, right. He installed the engine and okay, so we're right here. Does that mean I can take his pancakes now? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I don't think he's gonna be eating them anytime soon. Actually, I wonder if he's gonna be able to eat at all. All right, let's get back to it.
Pop up like this, we can just click cancel because we don't want to worry about, importing any projects just yet. So here we are.
Time to take a crowbar at his
project manager. Now,
it's like, this is, it's like, go ahead, but just be careful. Just be careful with it, okay? I don't want him to wake up and he's gonna he's gonna scold me later.
This isn't the program where we're going to be creating our welcome
whoops.
Everyone. So right here, so if I double click, because we can just click cancel, because
okay.
we don't want to worry about importing any projects just yet. So here we are in the Godot engine project manager. Now this isn't the program where we're going to be creating our games. Rather, the project manager is in charge of managing our projects. Basically, it lists out all of the different projects that we've created on our computer.
Might have a bit of blood when he gets back.
We'll be creating many.
Oh God.
In the future for all the different game ideas.
Yeah, it's like just don't do anything that I probably wouldn't with it.
And this is where we can first of all create new projects, open up existing
Look,
projects.
okay, good.
Check to see
make sure you use vinegar too,
and manage version control, as well as removing projects if we no longer need them. Okay, this is just a nice little piece of software which centralizes all of our different Godot games. So, in the next lesson, what we are going to do is work on setting up our first Godot project and opening it up. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then.
Okay. Let me write this down for him. So he probably already noticed it when he opened it up. Not gonna lie, I might fall asleep. I haven't been sleeping. Honestly, if you fall, like Ryuuta said, he said the stream was gonna be really, really boring. So if you want to get some shut eye, yeah, just feel free to do so. Yeah. Just let the music and the really boring lecture, let that be your sleep aid, okay? It's like femboy make me sleep. Hey, I'm not a femboy. I am a strong man. I'm a big, strong, tough man. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with me. It's like don't let my looks fool you, okay? I need to get some more bass in my voice sometime soon.
Need them, okay? This is just a nice little piece of software which centralizes.
You grab my horse. Please don't grab my horns. It's like Ryuuta always does. Ryuuta always does that when he scolds me. He grabs his horns and then he grabs my horns and shakes me. I don't think he realizes I have a wait, do I? Like, I was gonna say I don't think he realizes I have a brain, but I don't even know if I even have a brain. In fact, I don't even know. There's like parts of me I don't even know. It like, I really don't know what exactly I am. I'll have to ask a Burial about that later. Like femboy. I'm not a femboy. Like, I'm a tough man. Do you have a dick? I actually do have one. I don't know why, but Burial just kind of gave me one. Like, for those who don't know, I was made from, so Ryuuta has a mask, but it kind of broke off. So he, kind of sculpted me together from the broken parts of his mask, and, yeah. Reproduced with me. Wait, do I have the right face for this? Oh, wait, I don't. So it's like we need to continue on with this. Let's continue on with this course. Like, I am very interested to see where this lesson goes.
Centralizes all of the different Godot games.
I'm going to bed.
So,
okay. Yeah, I hope you have a good rest, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
in the next lesson, what we are going to do is work on setting up our first Godot project and opening it up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then.
Just like, yay, she's gone. Oh, like Cosmic, she barely clicked away. She's gonna she's gonna get you for that. All right, so she scares me. Well, she is a very tough girl. I can tell you that much. It's like she is my Ryuuta. Oh. Interesting. It's like you're Ryuuta. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you can just kind of see me as Ryuta's younger brother, who basically is a stand-in. Let's see. Is he still hey Ryuta, are you like, how are you doing down there? Are you alive? Ryuta, are you okay? You okay there? Okay, I think he's still asleep. Here, I'll leave you right there. When you sleep like this, it's not too scary. It's kind of cute when he's sleeping. Like, can we use glasses? I don't know. Let me try. I can't get near it. This horn's in the way. Why can't his horns just be on the side of his face like mine? Why it's got to be in the front? It's like, jeez. If there's one way that he doesn't get women, it's probably because the horn's in the way. You gotta put on the sides like me. Huh? You awake? Nah, you're still asleep. Yep, and a small dick. Good thing he didn't. I think he probably didn't read that comment, but he felt it. That's probably why he moved his head. Okay, enough about him though. Why you gotta knock me out too? Why you gotta knock me out? I just realized. I just realized he might have a concussion. I think he might have a concussion. Yeah, Hopefully I don't have a brain, so I'm probably immune to that. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, yeah. I saw a lot of bruises on his head. He's yeah. I don't think he's gonna be waking up for a while. All right, let's get back to this. Okay, so if you're getting issues with the course materials, maybe due to your version of the engine. Maybe the features explored in this course are different, or missing from previous. Okay, so, or it may also be different in future versions. Okay, so I did get GODOT, or at least he got GODOT 4.0. So might be some different stuff in there. So let me write that. Let me write that down. Got my pen. Come on.
Welcome back everyone. In this lesson, we are going to be working on setting up our first Godot project. So here I am inside of the Godot Engine Project Manager, and if you don't have this window open, then all you need to do is find your Godot executable, double click on it, and that should open up the project manager right here. Okay, now this is a program which basically allows us to create new Godot projects.
Okay. Yeah, just remember, I have like a little stand I can actually stick my notebook on.
It allows us to basically open up other ones, delete them if we no longer need them. It's just a way of centralizing all of our different Godot projects. So, how do we create a new one? Well, first of all, we want to go to the top right corner of the window and click on the New Project button right here. This is going to open up another window right here, which allows us to set up a few things. First of all, we can create a project.
Oh yeah, let me also check something. Okay.
Project name, and for this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this. Let's just call this Intro to Godot. And then next, we need to choose our project path, and this is going to determine where our project files are going to be stored. Now, by default, it should be in your Documents folder, which generally is probably a good place, but if you wish, you might also want to go ahead and create your own dedicated folder for your Godot projects. So you can go ahead and do that by clicking on Browse and then navigating to the respective folder, okay? But for me, I'm going to store it here in Documents, and then we can click just above here where it says Create Folder. And what that's going to do is create a brand new folder in Documents called...
Okay, let me write this down. So yeah, create a new project, then specify the name and project path.
called Intro to Godot, so we can click that. There we go. And now it should have a green tick saying that we are allowed to save it here. And apart from that, we can click Create and Edit. And what that's going to...
Huh, that's interesting. So there's a green check so to let you know about that. Okay.
going to do is it's going to close down the project manager and open up the Godot engine. And here we are inside of the Godot engine, okay? As you can see, there are a lot of different buttons and text labels and things that may be a bit...
Okay, let me catch up. Okay, so oh, I can see. So in 4.2, the new project button is not on the right side anymore. It's over on the top left. So click that, but at least that's the same. So let's call this intro to GODOT, just like in the video. Then oh, let me oh, you guys can't see it, so good. All right. And then I'll specify a pathway. Go to course files. Enter to the go. Right there. Select this folder. The path is not empty. Okay. Let's oh. So yeah, that time it actually gave me a yellow check mark. So but the yellow check mark means that I could still use it, but the path is not empty. So it's recommended to make it in an empty folder, which makes sense because from the work Ryuuta did in Unity, is when you put if this works in the same type of system, then you will need to basically any assets that you import into your Unity project will automatically appear in your project directory. So it could quickly get really, really messy. So that makes sense to kind of make it in a in an empty folder. So let's create a new folder actually. Okay, now it gave me the green go ahead. So now just gotta go create and edit. Oh, there's the engine. Let me move it a little bit. There we go. The GODOT engine splash screen. Oh, let me get something to drink. What flavor was that? Oh, orange mango. Okay. It's like the load errors aren't. It's like showing load errors. It's not responding. Hopefully, I can get ironed out soon. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Well, wow, there's a lot of man, there's a lot of load errors that popped up from that. I think I was trying to load in a certain shader. But hey, there we go. We loaded in the project. Let me also see, ooh, okay. So, it looks like, if I right-click it, I can move around the camera this way. Let me see, can I pan it? Oh! Okay, I can rotate it like this? Ah, I see. Alright, let's, let's continue on with the video. Let me, okay. So I can kind of sit this right here, so you guys can see it better, and then I'll put the browser over here somewhere. Maybe like right there behind a couple of the wigglies. Yeah, there you go. So you guys can kind of follow along, or at least see the video I'm looking at.
Confusing to start off with, but in the next lesson we are going to be looking at what each of these different windows do, what the buttons do, and how we can navigate around the engine. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then in the next lesson. Welcome back everyone. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at exploring and understanding the Godot editor.
I was trying to see like what was the percentage of this of the lesson completed, but you want to show me. All right. Let me also check. Get rid of these notifications. They're kind of distracting me. Ah, I see. That's what Bandy's been up to. All right, and that's all the notifications. All right, back to work.
So when we went ahead and created our project, we have this window which opens up, and this is where we are going to spend all of our time making our game, writing our code, and testing it out. So it's a good idea to get an understanding.
Oh yeah, let me turn myself. He'll be fine.
Of what this piece of software is, how we can navigate around it, and what each of these things on screen do. So first of all, Godot, the main chunk of what you can see right now, is separated into a bunch of different windows. Okay, you can see here that we have these different rectangles which are snapping together, and if we click and drag on the lines between the windows, we can resize them. As you can see here, we just click and drag between these two windows to resize them, and this allows us to basically rearrange and resize the different elements to fit your needs and to fit your preferences. Now, what do these different windows actually do? Well, first of all, down here in the bottom left, you can see that we have a little tab that says File System. Now, the file system is basically like your file explorer on your computer, and this basically allows us to see all of the different folders and files that make up our project.
Okay, so that's where the assets are going to appear in. All right, let me write that down. Oh yeah, let me also make sure it's the same. Okay, still the same here. Okay.
So when we start writing down code or importing 3D models, textures, audio files, those get stored down here in the file system, and it allows us to create subfolders to store them in and just organize our project.
Yeah, similar to assets.
You can see we have one file right here which is called icon.svg, and this is pretty much just the icon for our game by default. Okay. Now we will get into the file system a bit more once we start actually creating some files, creating some scenes. But right now, as you can see, it's pretty empty. Now, over here in the center of the screen, this is probably the most prominent window, and this is basically a look into our game. This is where we can basically see into our game world. This is where we can construct our levels. This is where we can construct our player scenes and everything else.
Okay, let me write that now.
And we will get a better understanding of this once we actually start creating our game. Now, as you can see right now, it has a 3D view, okay? We can see the distance right here, we can see our vanishing lines, but Godot is a 3D and a 2D engine. And you can see that at the top here, we have these 4 buttons right here with 3D highlighted. Now, if we want to switch over to 2D mode, we can just click on 2D right here, and that is going to swap this center window over to a 2D perspective. We can go back to 3D. We can even click on script right here, and that will change the middle window over into our script editor. And this is where we can basically write down our code. Now, we're not going to be...
Alright, let me get that really quick.
Focusing on code at the moment, so we can just ignore this for now and go back to, let's just say, 2D, okay? Now, here in our 2D, what we can do is then go over to the scene window, and the scene window right here is basically a list of all the nodes that make up our game. Now, the way Godot works is with nodes, okay? You can think of pretty much everything as a node, and a node can have...
Okay. Actually, hold on.
Children nodes, and those nodes can have children nodes in of themselves. We are going to be looking at what nodes are and how they interact with each other in a future lesson, but right now just know that everything in your game is made up of nodes.
Okay. Alright, let me use a different pen. Okay, that pen doesn't work. Does this one work? Okay.
And what that means is at the top, there needs to be a root node. And as you can see here, it says create root node. We can create a 2D scene, a 3D scene, a user interface, or other. Now, this is a 2D scene we're working with right now. So I'm going to click on 2D scene right here. And that is going to create ourselves a node. Now you'll see if I select this node, over here on the right hand side in the inspector window, we have this information appear, okay? So I can click anywhere else to deselect it, and if I select the node 2D, it appears with information right here. Now the inspector...
Alright, so that's also similar to Unity, because the Unity also has an inspector too. God, I hope I can read my chicken scratch writing. It's been a while since I had to write anything. I've always, it's like for now and age for a lot of things to get typed, but yeah, sometimes you still gotta like exercise that hand of yours. By the way, by the way, just like a little fact, I am left-handed, so yeah, I don't know if that's really an interesting fact at all, but yeah, I write with my left hand. Yeah, imagine. That's love here, by the way. Alright, that's good to hear. Yeah. Hope the stream's like pretty chill for you, but yeah, it's like I gotta keep pausing, just kind of take notes on everything, make sure my me and Ryuuta's really slow brains can you know, pick up on this later when we start really getting into it. Because I feel like once we start like really getting our hands dirty with this, we'll probably be able to like just start picking up stuff just right on the spot.
Is basically like looking into whatever node we have currently selected. So if we were to select, for example, a player node, then we would see all of the player's information, such as its...
Oh yeah, let me also catch up with that. So I click that. Let's see. Click off of there. Then, yeah, as you can see right there on the right, like, so I selected this thing, and then over here on the right is the inspector, which, yeah, contains all the information and stuff on the thing we got selected.
Its position, its stats, and any of the other properties that we might want to modify with it. So you can see on our Node 2D right here, we have a bunch of these little drop-down tabs that we can look into, such as transform, which gives us our position, rotation, scale.
Let me also check something. Can I just remember there was one thing Ryuuta wanted to check, but I completely forgot to. Let me make sure that he has that Okay, good, good. Yeah, just need to make sure he, like, he has, like, a couple of a couple of things uploaded already. Okay. Where in... Okay, there it is.
And depending on the node, it's going to have different properties, such as a sprite node is going to have the ability to assign a texture, a mesh instance node is going to have the ability to assign a 3D model, and etc. So for right now, just know that on the left hand side here in the scene window is where we have a list of all of our nodes, and if we select a node in the inspector, that is where we can actually modify its properties. And if it is a node that has a visual aspect to it, such as a player, an enemy, a tile, etc., it is also going to appear here in the middle in this scene viewport window. Now, how do we actually play our game? Well, at the top right corner here of our screen, you'll see we have a few different buttons. First up, we have the play button. Now, if we click on that, it's going to ask us to confirm our default scene. So we'll just go select current. And it's going to ask us to save our scene first, and I'm just going to save this as our test scene. Hit save, and it's going to launch up our game window right here. Now, this is pretty much a window which is going to be our game as it is. Now, to get out of this, we can just click on the X on this window, or we can click on the stop button at the top right corner of the editor, and that's going to close that out. Now, down here in the file system.
Okay. Let me catch up. Actually, do I have a... Hold on, let me see if I got something better to prop this up on. Oh! I see something. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Well, just need... Wish I could kind of, like, combine these two sides. Well, actually, can I combine it like this? Yeah, I think this should work.
You'll see that we have added a new file to our file system, and that is our test scene.tscn. Okay, now we're going to get into scenes in a future lesson as well as nodes, but for now just know that a scene is basically a collection of nodes. Apart from that, we also have the output right here at the bottom, so when we press play on our game, the output opened up. And this is basically a window which can relay error messages or warnings that we might want to be aware of, okay? So if there's some problem in our game, the output right here is going to open up and it is going to display in red, you know, what problem has occurred.
Okay. Write that down. Hold on, let me check something. Cause I think there might have been a, yeah. There we go. There's like a lot of stuff just kind of like popped up from that. Safe failed. Maybe permissions problem. Attempting to parent and pop up a dialog that already has a parent. Okay, this is weird. Whatever.
So that is a quick overview of the Godot engine editor right here. As well, we also have some menu buttons at the top here. So scene, we can choose to create a new scene, we can open a scene, we can save the current scene we are in. Project, we have our project settings button right here, which opens up this window, and this is where you can manage a lot of the background settings for your project, such as the name, how big you want the window to be, some rendering and texture settings that you might want to get into a bit later on. So yeah, project settings is an important window, but we're not going to be focusing on it just yet. In the next lesson, we are going to be looking at understanding what is a node and what is a scene, because those are two vitally important things for understanding how the Godot engine works. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then.
So, a scene is different from a node? Okay. Am I happy with this course? Yeah, it's alright so far. They ask me later, honestly. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So, let me hide this for a second. Yeah, right here. So now it starts to quiz you. It's going to quiz me on the stuff we just went over. So, let's see. What is the purpose of the scene doc? Display the properties of the selected node. Displays all nodes in the current scene. Allows us to play, pause, and start by game. Let's see. Is it the scene doc? Oh wait. Okay, when it's talking about the scene doc, it's talking about like the scene window. I call them windows rather than docs. So, let's see. Displays the properties selected node. Now that's the inspector. Displays all nodes in the current scene. I think it's this one. Let's play that. Nope and no. I think it's that one. Which doc do we use to access the files of our project? The file system. When we select a node, what happens in the inspector doc? It displays the node's properties. Yes. Also, I should probably also write this. Let me write this down on the previous page too. Yeah, and we got a perfect score. Nice. So it's 3 out of 3. Congratulations. All your hard work has paid off. Because you've just aced this quiz, you should be proud by adding new skills to your arsenal. You should be proud by adding new skills to your arsenal. You're truly setting yourself up for success. Okay. And yes, of course, there's always more to learn. Alright. Switch back over. I think we'll go up to probably like lesson 10 for this stream, and then we'll call it. As much as I would like to do like maybe all the way through 47, that's like the amount of time I'm taking notes already. This is gonna be bad. But maybe instead of like streaming myself having to do this as we go along, I decided I'll probably just do some lessons off stream as well. But yeah, this is just to kind of get me started. What lesson am I on? So I'm on lesson number 8 now. Yeah, so each video in Windows is like another lesson.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at how we can navigate around our scene in the Godot engine. So in the center here, we have our main scene viewport, and this is basically like a window into our game, okay? Looking at our environment, and it allows us to basically create stuff, drag stuff in, move stuff around. But how do we ourselves navigate this environment? Well, in 2D mode right here, all we need to do is hold down middle mouse and drag, okay? And as you can see,
that makes sense. I don't really need to
middle mouse
write that
and drag
down.
to basically pan around this screen. Now, there's not a lot to look at, but you can see we have these lines right here, and we can easily pan around like so. And if
Like, abandoned me, your only viewer. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I can only my brain. Oh, actually, you know what? For the ones that stick around, you know what? I haven't done my Nikkei daily, so I think we'll do that right after that. We'll do that right after finishing lesson 10, kind of as a reward for sticking in there. Yeah, how's that sound? We'll do some Nikkei dailies right after this.
we want to zoom in, we can just use the scroll wheel and to zoom in, and scroll down to zoom out. Okay. Now, what about if we are in 3D? Well,
unfortunately, that's going to be
to
tomorrow.
3D at the top here by clicking on the 3D button. That's going to swap us over into this 3D environment right here.
Like Fudge. Well, I got art tomorrow. I can't say the same about Fudge though.
And we can hold middle mouse, and as you can see, if I hold middle mouse...
Okay, this stuff I should definitely note for Ryuuta so he knows how to navigate later. Like, I have some. Okay, good. Like BRB. Okay.
Mouse and move my mouse around, it sort of rotates around the center. Okay, we are orbiting around whatever we are currently focused on.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Okay, I get that. Makes sense, makes sense.
And if I hold down right mouse, our camera switches into this sort of first person perspective where we can look around as if we're playing a first person game. And as long as I am holding right mouse button, I can then use the W, A, S, and D keys.
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. Might fall asleep. Honestly, don't worry about it. Like, if I fall asleep, hey, that's perfectly fine. Because yeah, this, like I said, this is a boring stream, but definitely good to like start learning like this game engine. All right, what did he say? It was like, okay, it looks around.
person perspective where we can look around as if we are playing a first person game. And as long as I am holding right mouse button, I can then use the W, A, S, and D keys to fly around, okay, as you can see right.
Wow, interesting. Okay. Actually, I had no idea about that. That's actually pretty interesting. Let me actually try that. Okay, so yeah, I already got orbit down. Oh wait, no, this is me looking around now. Yeah, now we're like orbiting around. Let's see. Looking at that. Then we're just kind of orbiting around where we're focused at. And then right click and then... Ah! Look at that! Huh. That's pretty cool. Just hold down the right click and then... Wow, that's actually pretty cool navigation. Okay, it may take some getting used to, but yeah, okay. I'm picking this up.
Here, we can use E to go up, Q to go down,
oh,
and fly like so.
Okay. Ah, okay. You know, this, I kind of like this. This navigation is actually pretty cool. I don't know if Unity has a similar thing, but nice.
So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then in the next lesson.
Okay. And lesson 8 is done. Next lesson.
Hey everyone, in this lesson we are going to be looking at how we can import some assets that we are going to be using throughout the course. So an asset is basically a file.
Alright, write this down.
Which we can use in our game, okay? Anything from textures to 3D models, audio clips, sound effects, scripts, any file that we can store on our computer and use in our game. Now, for this project, we are going to be using a couple sprites, which are basically 2D textures that we are going to be using for 2D games. So in the course files tab of this course, there should be a zip file which contains the assets needed for this course. So go ahead, download that, and then when you open up that zip file, you just want to extract the contents, and you should then have a folder called sprites. Okay.
Alright, let me catch up. Oh, okay. I was like, huh? I was like, where's those sprites at? Okay. So we got that.
Okay, and inside of sprites, you should have a player sprite and a coin sprite. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to go over into Godot right here, go down to the file system. We are going to right click. We are going to go new folder, and we're going to create a new folder called, we'll call this one out sprites. Okay. Hit enter.
Alright, let me fall. I like how there's like a little like green message to let me know if the folder name or name is valid. Alright, Hit that, and now I got the sprites folder.
And as you can see, here we have a brand new folder. Now what we can do is import our assets and store them inside of sprites right here. So I'm going to open up that.
Oh yeah, let me also see, what else can I create in here? Folder scene script. Okay.
Folder once again, which contains my coin and player, and I'm just going to click and drag into the sprites folder like so. And as you can see, we can then open it up and we have our player sprite. Let's do the same thing for the coin. There we go.
Okay. Alright, and let me catch up. Didn't go into the sprite folder, but we can fix that. Grab that, and then put those in there. There we go.
So now in our file system here, we have a sprites folder which contains coin and player. And the process for importing other assets such as audio files, 3D models, textures, it works in the exact same way. Okay, you just need to click and drag into your file system, and then those assets are going to be stored in your project files and pretty much ready for you to use.
Okay. Oh, that was the end of. Okay, that was the end of that lesson. Now we're on lesson number 10.
In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the concept of nodes and scenes inside of Godot. Now, it's important to note that everything in your Godot project...
Actually, what we'll probably do, we'll do both lesson number 10 and 11 because it's a part 1 and part 2. And then lesson number 12, that'll be a quiz. All right, and that I feel like that's going to be a good place to end the learning session at. All right. But in the meantime, let me run and use the bathroom really quick. Okay. All right, so I'll call this one nodes and scenes, it's just like in the lesson.
in your Godot game is made up of nodes, okay? Your player, your enemies, your environment, your lights, your backgrounds.
You know, I'll just write this down here. Huh, similar to atoms. That's actually, that's a nice comparison.
Your camera, everything that can have a position in space or that can contain some sort of logic behind it is made up of a node. And nodes can have children nodes, which can have children nodes. So pretty much Godot is based off a hierarchy of nodes, and we're going to look at how we can create those and how they work. So over in the scene window right now, you can see we already have a node which we created, and this is what's known as the root node. Okay, this is basically the upmost node in our scene, and this is going to contain everything else that we want to include in this scene right here.
Okay. Even though I feel like I kind of wrote that down, but might be good to re-emphasize that.
And you can think of a scene as a collection of nodes that can be instanced at any time. Okay, so for example, your levels, you might have a level 1, level 2, level 3. Each of those are going to be its own scene, which we are going to load in whenever we want to play them. But scenes can also extend to other sets of nodes that we might want to have repeated instances of, such as our player. We might want to have our player in level 1, in level 2, and that could be then a...
If you had a collectible object in your game which would be placed hundreds of times in the level, this would be turned into its own scene. Okay. I think I get that.
Scene as well. The same goes for enemies, okay? You probably want to have dozens of enemies at once in your game, and the easy way to do that is by making one enemy, saving it as a scene, and then spawning that scene in multiple times. Okay, we'll have a better understanding of how this works in just a bit. Let's look at nodes. So we have our node 2D right here, which is our root node for this scene. If we select it, you'll see that over in the inspector, we can have a look inside of that node and view and modify its properties, okay, such as its transform position, rotation, and scale. Although for the root node, you don't really want to be modifying the position, rotation, or scale for this. Generally, with your root node, you just want to leave it as is, so we're not going to touch it.
Okay. And yeah, it's saying like the root node acts as the origin for your scene. Alright, let me write that.
Anything with that. But what we can do is also go ahead and create some new nodes. So let's click on the plus at the top left corner of our scene window, and that is going to open up the create new node window. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of different nodes here we can choose from. And if we go down to where it says Node 2D, we have a little drop down arrow, which if we click, is going to show us all the different types of 2D nodes.
God. Yeah, my hands started to cramp up from writing so much. Hold on, let me rest it for a second. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, let me rest my hand for a second. God, I was writing so hard. Sorry for a bit of silence, but yeah, I just need to. It's like, God, my finger's killing me. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna send something to someone really quick. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, let me hide. It's like I don't need to see the view count for this. Oh, right. That's what I also wanted to write down.
Nodes we can choose from. And down here we have node 3D, which shows us all of the 3D nodes that we can choose from as well, okay? And control is for UI elements like text, buttons, and on-screen images. But we're not going to look at that for now. Let's focus on the node 2D nodes. And you can tell they are 2D based on the fact that the icons are blue, okay? Now let's go ahead and create ourselves a node. Let's go down to where we...
Alright, hold on. Let me catch up with... Well, then again, I'll have to catch up too much. There we go.
We have Sprite 2D. And as you can see, we have a little description down here, which is a general purpose sprite node.
Oh! Shoot, I should... It's like... Let me write that down too. It's like...
Let's click create. That's going to create a brand new node as a child of the root node. And that is the way this all works, okay? A node hierarchy. Nodes are going to have children, which basically inherit their position, rotation, and scale.
Alright, let me get that.
And nodes can have pretty much as many children as they want, and even those children nodes can have children nodes of themselves. Okay, it can get pretty complicated once you have. Big scenes. So we have our Sprite 2D right here. So at the moment it is called Sprite 2D, but let's rename it to something that's a bit easier to understand. So I'm going to double click on the sprite name, on the node name I mean, and we can then rename it to something such as player. Okay. Now you can also see what type of node a node is by looking at the icon. Okay, so we have this little smiley face for the sprite node. Or if you don't know the icon, you can go over to the inspector and have a look at what type of node it is right here. Now this is a Sprite 2D node, which means it renders a sprite. And a sprite is essentially just a texture that we are rendering in our game. So what we can do is go over to the texture property of our Sprite 2D node. And you see right here it says empty. And this means that we can assign a sprite. So I'm going to go down to my file system. And you'll see here that we have our player.png. Well, all I'm going to do is just click and drag that into the texture property right here. And when I let go, you'll see over in our scene viewport right here, we have our player texture or our player sprite rendering on screen. Okay, so.
Okay. We'll follow along. I'm not sure how to take notes of this. I guess it probably say it's similar.
So we can zoom into that to have a better look. And there we go. So our player sprite is now rendering at this node right here. And if we go over into the transform property of our node 2D, you can see we can modify the position on the X and the Y axis. Okay, the X axis is horizontal and Y is vertical. You can think of it like a graph. So I can go to the X position here and change that property to, let's just say 50. And as you can see, we are now 50 pixels to the right. If I go negative 150, we are now negative 150 pixels from the center of our root node. Okay, our root node is directly in the center of the graph right here, with our player being positioned relative to it. So we can even modify our Y position to be, let's just say 50, or we'll make it, let's just say 70.
Alright. Shoot. I can tell this might get a little bit confusing, but yeah. Yeah, just need to add a note that it doesn't affect the root node.
And there we go. Our player is now 70 pixels down and 150 pixels to the left. We can also modify our rotation if we want. Okay, this is in degrees, so you can do a full 360. I'm just going to keep that at 0. And scale here modifies the size. So if I make this 2 on the X, you can see it is then 2 times as large. Let's bring that back down to 1. Okay,
so now you locked an
know
achievement by completing your first 10 lists. You're
the
officially a
idea
rock
of
star.
scenes. So
It's
right
like
now in our test
it's
scene
giving me positive reinforcement. Like, oh wait, no, not that. There we go. Wait, you gotta love the positive reinforcement.
Okay, so now that we know how to create nodes, let's look at the idea of scenes. So right now in our test scene here, you know, we have our player. Now let's just say we want to have, you know, multiple different players in our scene, or enemies, or rocks, or trees, or anything that you want to have multiple instances of, yet are at their core the same thing. Well, what I'm going to do is select our player, go Control D to duplicate it, then we can go over into transform. Let's give it a position change of, we'll go -50, alright, we'll go at -100, so the player is a bit to the left. And we have now created 2 player nodes. Now we can also go ahead and duplicate that again, and another way to duplicate is by just right clicking the node and going down to duplicate. Okay, you can then change that transform position to be, let's just say 100 on the Y. So now we have 3 players in our test scene.
Okay, let me do that really quick. Yeah, I think it's just easier for me to do like Control D twice, and then over here, this is like -100. Then I think it's like the same thing for here, but then also -100 on the Y. Huh? Oh, 10? What the hell? There we go.
Okay. Well, let's just say with our player, we want to change their color. How do we go about doing that? Well, we can select our player node, we can go down to the visibility drop down here, and change where it says modulate. And modulate is basically a color multiplier. So we can then change our color here. Okay, we can just...
Okay. Let me write that down. Alright, I'll just leave it like that for right now.
Mess around with these settings here until we find a color that we like. There we go, like green. And then let's just say, you know, we want all of our players to be the exact same, so let's go through and do the exact same thing to this other player here. Okay, we can change their color. And as you can see, it's it's going to take a bit of time if you have a lot of stuff. And you can also think of this as if you have, let's just say you have a 3D environment and you have a bunch of trees in your level, okay? And you want to basically make a change to all of those trees. Let's just say, you know, the game's changed a bit and you want these trees to have more flowers, or you want these trees to be able to sway in the wind. Well, you'd have to go through every single tree node and apply those changes, okay? And that can take time depending on how many you have. If you have a bunch of collectibles in your game and you want to change the speed of the collectibles animation, you know, that could take you a long time going through hundreds of collectibles. So a better way of doing this is by turning our player into a scene. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these other 2 player nodes right here. Let's bring that modulate color back to white. So
Okay. Oh, there it is. It's like I was trying to figure out, how do you delete this? Okay. Get rid of that.
player no longer is green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select our player node, I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go down to where it says save branch as scene. Okay, we're going to click that. We can then give our player scene a name. I'm going to call it player, hit save, and then down here in our file system, you'll see that we have a brand new file called player.tscn.
Okay, let me do that really quick. And copy this. Ah, it's like it already named it, but let me also capitalize it. Yeah, there it is, like there on the bottom right. I mean, bottom left.
Now, if I double click on that, that is going to open up a brand new scene window here, as you can see at the top.
Interesting. Hold on, let me save this. First, save this scene. Okay, and then I can double click the new scene I created. And there it is, right there. So it opened up a new tab with our player node in the scene. Oh, you can see right there, players are just by itself.
We have 2 tabs. We have test scene and we have player. And you can see that in our player scene, the root node is that sprite node. Now, what we can do is if we go back to that. Test scene here, we can drag our player.tscn from our file system into our test scene here. Okay, we can drag in a bunch of them if we wish.
Oh, interesting.
Now let's do the same thing as before. Let's go. ahead and change the player's color. Well, we could go ahead and change the visibility and all that, but instead what we are going to do is we are going to make a change to our player scene, okay? Because remember, all of these nodes right here are an instance of our player scene, okay? Everything that we change in our player scene gets applied to these nodes. Because
oh, you did it in the test tab. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to drag these up in here.
because they are basically a creation of the player scene blueprint. So if we go over to our player scene, what we can do, select that node, go down to visibility, go modulate. Let's change this color to, we'll make it a sort of a reddish pink color like so. And if we save it with Control S, go back to our test scene, you can see that every single player node is now this red color.
All right, let me test that. Okay, so it doesn't take effect until after you save it. It's like, let me make sure I note that. Okay, so now I did this, and then I'll just do Control S. So now that's saved, and then we go to the test scene, and now they're all ready. Get it? Ready? I'm a comedy genius.
And that is because their properties are inheriting from that player scene, okay? And with scenes, we could add a bunch of different nodes here. So if I right click on player, I can go add child node. And let's just say as a child of this player, we want another sprite. So I can go sprite 2D, find that in the list, create that. Let's set the texture this time to be coin, okay? And we might then want to go transform. We might want to move the coin, let's just say just above the player's head. So I'm just going to go -50. There we go. We got the coin above the player's head. And as you can see here, it is a child of player. So wherever player goes, this sprite will follow as well. We can save that, go back to our test scene. And as you can see, every instance of that player scene now has that change applied.
Okay. Happy with this course? Yeah. Very good. Yeah, it's like this thing's giving me like an evaluation. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied so far. It's very helpful. Alright, and now here comes the quiz. But first, let me also do the thing they demonstrated in that video. Let's see, add another child node. Let's add another, like adding another sprite to it. Let's create that, and then we'll add the coin. Alright, and then for the transform, I forgot, did he make it like, make it like 100 or something? No, that was that's to the left. Let's okay, a little too much, maybe -50. Yeah, that works. Then hit save again, and then bada bing, bada boom. Now they all have it. You guys probably can't see it on your end because it's like super zoomed out, but yeah, added like little dots on their heads. All right, now, okay, now time to test my knowledge with this this quiz right here. All right. So first question. If we have a node or group of nodes that will be repeatedly used in our game, should we make it a scene? Let's see, a node or group. Yes. What is the root node? Is the last node we create? No way. Is the most basic form of node? No. Is the node that contains all orders in the scene? Mm-hmm. Is a file which we could load into our scene? No. So, it's this one. The fundamental building blocks for our GODOT games are known as what? Nodes. And there we go. 3 out of 3. Every part was played out because you've aced this quiz. You should be proud by adding skills to your arsenal. Okay, but don't stop now. There's always more to. No, I think we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop for today because yeah, this. But yeah, we finished about like 12 out of. We finished 12 out of. Wait, what the hell? I think they're going over Ryuuta. Yeah, get that face off. There you go. Yeah, we finished like 12 out of the 47 courses. Yeah, so far so good. I'm glad I streamed this. It was like spent about almost like over 2 hours on this, and yeah, it's like already getting some use out of this notebook. I already got about like 2.5, almost like 2.5 pages of notes filled out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. We'll leave it here for tonight, or at least I'll leave it here for tonight, and I'll probably continue off screen, or maybe Ryuuta will. Okay. Yeah, and then I can just continue where I left off. Okay. Now that we got that done, I believe it's time for a bit of. It's like time to relax our brain a bit. It's like we've created some wrinkles in it, so let's get some neuron activation going now. And I know just the thing. It's like I don't think his neuron's gonna be working for a while though. All right. Yeah. I'll just keep the. It's like keep the stream tile the same. Hey, what's up? Hey, welcome to the stream, Diggs by the way. Welcome, glad you can make it. We just finished up working in like doing some lessons in Godot, so now we're just gonna relax with some Nikkei before I stop the stream. By the way, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well on this whatchamacallit, Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Yeah, let me see if I can capture the game again. Wait, it isn't in use? Wait, what's using it? Oh, it's already here? Oh, cool. Okay, thank God I don't have to use the spout capture for this. Oh yeah, and I can turn off my music too. But yeah, we learned a lot from the lessons. Cause I don't know if you took advantage of the whatchamacallit, the Humble Bundle a while back that had like the Godot learning courses. That's what we just finished up doing, or at least finished up some lessons up in there. Because the one we're doing is the intro to it. There's about like 47 lessons in there. We just finished the first 12, which that's pretty. I feel like that's pretty good. It's like 1/4 of the way. Well, actually, thinking about it, yeah, it's like a little over 1/4 of the way there. Took some good notes, but yeah, I noticed a lot of similarities with what was it? similarities with Unity engine, at least in the layout, but it just treats it. It treats elements of itself differently, where everything is created with nodes, while whatchamacallit. Well, Unity just kind of like it is kind of just uses whatever. It's like this thing was like super frozen. I was like, is this thing loading in? Okay, there you go. I was like, this thing was taking a while to finish loading in. I was like, did the game freeze? I know I'm capturing it with OBS, but I didn't think it was going to be that intensive. Alright. Wait, overloading, encoding overloaded? Oh, wow. Let's see. And I love the music for this. Oh! Hey, we got something. Oh yeah, the daily rewards. Yeah, thankfully it doesn't take long to like do all the dailies for this. But man, I've gotten so good at this, at like doing all ties in. Like when you first start this game, all ties is super hard, and yeah, it just completely wipes your party. But now I got the good strategy to take him out. Oh, whoops, I gotta turn this off. I forgot I had auto and I had the auto modes on. But no worries. Just lost a little bit of time. Alright, time for this next pro gamer move. Oh, damn. They didn't even have a chance. Didn't even have a chance for that one. Ooh, not this time. Jesus Christ, what the fuck does Pepper have? She just annihilate. She's just be like doing the most damage for no specific reason. Alright, let me do the simulation room really quick. And this time I can actually like leave it on automatic. It's like I don't even have to touch anything. I can just watch all the pretty explosions and everything. Actually, I'm curious. What is Pepper made out of? How is she doing that much damage? Well, then again, all the enemies were really close, so. Yeah, it's like I have to unlock the harder one so she's not super bored. God, Jesus, like Red Hood just annihilated before he even had a chance to fully spawn in. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Red Hood coming in with the hard hits right there. I wonder who did it that time. There we go, Pepper coming in once again. It's like man, when Red Hood goes into what was it, her third, it's like her full burst, you're gonna see some serious shit. Yeah, that being the serious shit right there. Alright, so that takes care of that. And let me get all the other stuff squared away. I tried to pull for her, but the game was just like, nope, you ain't getting shit. Alright, let me see. Do I get anything from this discount? No, just SR. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me level this up. Oh yeah, right. Let me also do the outpost defense stuff. And then go to the shop and spend absolutely nothing and just get the free shit. Alright, who am I leveling? Oh yeah, Pepper's like almost to level 100. Alright, now she's level 100. Alright. Oh my god. Look at this, like, fucking level 100 is... Trying to level up all the Nikas is already really hard. Oh yeah. And then I... Okay, cool. Oh! I completed everything for day 14 for this. I got another mold. I need to complete, like, wait, Tetra Shower? I haven't unlocked that yet, so that's probably gonna come later. Oh, I know. Oh, right, that's probably part of the Tribe Tower. Oh, there we go. Alright, now time to get closer to, like, the DK waifus. Oh yeah, you guys can barely see that. Let me actually fix that up. There you go. Now you guys can see the text properly. Wait, give me a second. What was that? Is she? It's like I never felt it. It's like, wait, a bit like me when I get upset. Why does it feel like there's a hidden beating there? I have no idea if I did that one right or not. Oh yeah, best girl Red Hood, who's also whose Japanese VA is the same as Ryobi, which makes her double best girl. Damn, how's she best girl twice? How does she do it? Wait, hold on. Like, I prefer vinyl records. It's like she loves all the old technology, like record cassette players. So it's like vinyl records. It's like the most hipster shit imaginable. At least nowadays, though, most people is like it used to be like, oh yeah, you got like refined taste, or like you're an old fossil. You're not even a boomer. You're a fucking fossil. Oh yeah, and of course the overworked office lady has got shark teeth. And look at that outfit right there. What would I ask her? Like, do you enjoy your job? I picked the wrong answer. I guess like, do you have time to rest? I feel like that's just as rude. It's like there was no winning that one. All right, of course, the very cute Pepper. Okay, this one could go either way too. It's like, could I say like, I say I'm fit as a fiddle, but then she'll be shocked, and then like, okay, that's good. Though I feel like she'd probably miss me in the hospital, or I could say I'm not feeling too hot, and then she scolds me. Or, God, this one could go either way. I'm gonna try fit as a fiddle. Okay, good. Okay, fit as a fiddle. That was the right answer. Thank God. I was like, this could go either way, to be honest. Oh yeah, of course, Anna's best girl. Even though she's like, well, she does have an SSR unit, but still best girl. Stiff shoulders. I can see where this is going. I think I remember trying to answer this, but it didn't work. Let me try number one. Hey, stiffs. Hey, it's like not the right answer. Cause yeah, I think I remember picking Ghost as a joke. Yeah, that didn't work, obviously. And then I seem to I haven't struck out with this girl yet. This might ruin the streak. I feel like she wouldn't be interested in like hearing my love story. She might get jealous. Was she? I'll pick one. Ooh, it's like the right answer once again. Oh, I love how that that unlocks that episode, which I should probably actually watch some of them. All right, but yeah, all the advice has been given out. All right, now all of y'all get out of my get out of my fucking room. All right, I'm gonna claim all that. And then dispatch everyone. I think that should be all the dailies. Let's see. Yeah, that's all the dailies. Cool. Oh, now you got some of the weeklies done. Good. Oh, and challenge. Oh, nice. Level 100. Okay. Alright, well, done with all of that. But let me see if I can actually, there's one thing I do want to try is beating, this one boss in challenge mode. Yeah, because this event's going to be ending soon. Yeah, cause I cannot do this fight on the phone. It fucking sucks. God damn it, motherfucker! Ah, why is it so hard to hit? God! Oh, why are those things so hard to hit? Ah, damn it, I got stunned. Hold on, let me retry it. Damn it. Ah. God, it's so hard to hit these things. Son of a bitch. So hard. It's so freaking hard. Yeah, fuck that shit. Like, where's the game dev? Actually, yeah, you missed it. Like, I actually did 2 hours of game dev and finished at least 12 lessons out of the 47. So I decided like to kind of end things off like playing this game. Yeah, just quickly doing my dailies and getting like the summon material because the Christmas event is happening soon. So yeah, definitely want to get those. Yeah, give me that. Okay, that's what I missed. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I already finished up that portion. Cause yeah, it was a good place to end it because it also quizzed me. But yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, doing well as well, Vince. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, we're gonna be ending things here for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I hope my stream didn't bore you guys too much with all the just basically all the educational stuff. But hey, when you want to make a game, you gotta like you gotta bunker down and just put your mind to it and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys still enjoyed yourselves. Let me see. I only got like a single person. It was like only got like a single person raid. I might just well, 2 people raid technically, but I might just like end things off without like without a raid, unless there's anyone I want to like. Oh, actually, didn't I raid it to him already? Yeah, I raided to him in the other day. So, I haven't raided into K-Tro for a while. So yeah, let's we'll raid into we'll raid into K-Tro. God, I wish I could keep playing the music, but I guess not. Well, Actually, I could just play it. I could just play it here. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna raid into K-Taro. It's like after we're wrapping things up. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I'll be back again tomorrow for the weekly art stream. And yeah, so hope you guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are at. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.